How you doing, Steve? Thanks for having me again. Great to be with you.
What do you make of how our Prime Minister here is treating your country and President Trump?
I think he's doing what's best for England, to be honest with you, and that's okay. I respect that. This is a war brought on by us, the United States, and sometimes our allies don't participate, and that's okay, too. I'm surprised that they didn't, but now I'm not surprised that he's allowing us to use the bases. So no harm, no foul, really, as far as I'm concerned, and most Americans. We are best allies, and we don't always agree on everything, as we always know, but when it comes down to it, when it comes down to war in general, we know that England has our back, and we certainly have yours. So I don't think President Trump takes it that much. I know I saw the press conference just like you did, but yeah, maybe
he's no
he wasn't
Winston
happy
Churchill,
that moment.
according to President Trump.
That might be the case, but he's Stormer, and he is who he is, and if he's representing his country. That's what leaders do. I think he articulated. I watched his press conferences. I kind of like him. It's nothing to do with politics. I think he carries himself well. He articulates himself well. So I did watch the press releases, the conferences that he had. I thought he put his case together very well.
Do you think President Trump has an exit strategy here, Barry, that's more realistic than demanding total surrender?
I think that you're going to see total decimation of the regime. This is not going to stop until this regime surrenders, retires, leaves, comes out of power. The chain has been pulled. That's it. There's no going back. There is no going back. So the plan, to my understanding, is that this regime will disappear and the people will choose their leader. Now, you might have an intern leader, which is the exiled prince of, the Shah, the exiled prince of Iran. And that is what I would think is going to happen. That is my best guess. Now, we're hearing reports of the Kurds coming in from the north. The leader of the Kurds, Barzani, I'm not sure how much of a hand he would have, maybe leading some regions in the north. I just don't know. It's hard to tell right now. As of right now, I think you're going to see the son of the Shah come in, be an interim leader, and you're going to see it turn into a democracy. But there's still more pain and sorrow to go, I think. This is not Venezuela. This is Iran, and Iran's got a lot of ballistic missiles and a lot of capability to hurt people.
Yeah, but it didn't have a nuclear capability to justify this, did it?
So they were trying to rebuild that nuclear capability, as far as I understood. Now, we blew that up, but no matter, you could blow up anything if you could blow up anything, and if they're trying to rebuild it or trying to rebuild even more ballistic missiles or nuclear capabilities.
But your man, President Trump,
him.
said it was pushed back 10 years, Barry. That's what he said last year.
The time he
announced that his mission was successful and said that's pushed their capability back 10 years. Where did that go?
Well, the mission certainly was successful because they didn't have a program at the time the mission was carried out. However, if they're accelerating their efforts and now trying to rebuild a whole other program to re-enrich uranium and use it for military capacity, then I would say the president misspoke. I would definitely say that, because if they're rebuilding, maybe they're not 10 years away. He may have said that at first, but ultimately, this is unfinished business. This regime's days expired. What got us here, I think, was the October 7th attack in Israel. They can't go back from that either. Just like if that happened in the UK, the United States isn't going to tolerate that for the UK. They're not going to tolerate that for Israel. And they just, the Iranian regime expired. That is it. It's over. And this is not going to end until they are gone. And that should be applauded around the world. It's a safety. Ultimately, we have a rough week right now. We have a rough month. But after that, the world will be safer. It already is starting to get safer.
There are consequences, aren't there, for around the world? First of all,
for every war.
Who knows? But who knows whether the world will be safer, or actually whether there will be such chaos? Whether there will be such chaos left in Iran that the world
Well, we're
might
short
not
one
be safe.
Ayatollah.
Who
Right,
will be
we're short
replaced
one
with another
Ayatollah,
one?
so-
Who will be replaced with
I
another
don't
one,
think-
as you well know?
And I think the Israeli Mossad will make quick work of that from this point on.
So you just keep on killing them?
I think so. I think that's the route they're going. Because they're calling for... Here's the problem. They're calling for the destruction of one of the closest allies of the United States. If they were doing the same to England, the result would be the same. If they're calling for the destruction of Israel, their purpose, this regime's purpose, their religious zealots, in a sense, to where the reason why we're here is because of the October 7th attack. That was what triggered all this. And enough is enough, I think, is where we're at. And now, if they're going to have their whole basis of existence on, hey, we need a nuclear weapon to eradicate Israel from the earth, well, then I'm sorry, but I would back any attack like that would hurt any of our allies in the region, including the United Kingdom. That is just not what we're going to do, and it's long overdue. It's long overdue, and let's be honest. We're doing the dirty work of everybody else in the world that wanted this done. There is nobody upset that Ayatollah does not have a nuclear weapon. Everybody's very happy about that. They can say what they want publicly. Behind closed doors, everybody's cheering. That's the facts. I mean, that's quite obvious.
Thank you for talking to us tonight, Barry. Mark's in London. Hello, Mark.